They were very supportive, and having that support, I think that's what got me through it, because I don't think I could have done it alone. It's too emotional. It's too painful.
Before you got pregnant, you were very open and honest about your IVF journey. Why was that so important for you to be so open? And I'm sure it helped a lot of people as well.
Yeah, I think for that reason, there's so many issues that aren't talked about. And I think, can be a stressful, sad thing that women go through. And, there's many girls in my life that had miscarriages or had IVF issues, and it wasn't talked about. And I know they felt really alone. So I have that platform to discuss things, and I'd rather share things to help other women than keep it private. And I know it did touch other women, and I know that I helped other women through it, and I'm always here to help. And that's what I want to use my platform for, to help as many people as possible.
At what point did you decide to turn to IVF? And were you ever worried that motherhood wouldn't be in the cards for you? I mean, obviously, you're a stepmom, but were you worried that you wouldn't get to experience that newborn stage and things like that?
I just didn't know if it was going to happen. Then I met Derick, and even when I met Derick, I still didn't think I was meant to have kids, and I have low fertility, and it's probably just not meant to happen. I have 2 beautiful step kids, and I love them so much. I'll put my all into them and my marriage. And then, Derick knew that I had expressed wanting to be a mom and having my own baby. And so we did 1 round of egg freezing, and then the second round, that's when we decided to freeze embryos for a hopefully easier process of getting pregnant. And, you go through that, and some of the eggs, I didn't get very many eggs, and then some of them don't make it, and then some of the embryos don't make it. And we ended up having, I think, four embryos. So we were planning on implanting 1, and then, Tristan came. Yeah. So
what was it like for you mentally, and how did you and Tar kind of lean on each other during that time as well? It's probably a very emotional experience to go through.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're pumping yourself with hormones, you're giving yourself shots, which is scary enough. And, you're swollen, you're bruised. And, he was incredible through it. And so were Taylor and Braden. And I was very open with the kids about what we were doing, because I didn't want them just to all of a sudden me get pregnant and them not knowing what was going on in our lives. Like, we've always been very open with them. And so they were right along with me. I'd be giving myself shots, and I'd be explaining what I was doing. We'd put on music, and, they'd take my mind off of it. And Derick would hold my hand and be there for me. And so, they were very supportive, and having that support, I think that's what got me through it, because I don't think I could have done it alone. It's too emotional. It's too painful. And then, some eggs don't make it. Some embryos don't make it. And that's really hard too, because if, at one point I was told I had 2 eggs. And they were like, do you want us just to discard them and then we'll start over? And I'm like, no, because I just went through weeks of giving myself shots, weeks of the hormones, and 2 is better than nothing. 2 is a closer chance to having a baby.
So any advice for women that are struggling to start their family?
Talk about it with people. Find a good support, even if it's a mom, a sister, friends, husband. Talk about it, and do your research on doctors, do your research on places to go. And I think the bedside manner was so important. I had an incredible doctor that was very heartfelt and there for me. And that really helped me through the process as well.